November 19, 1863. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation, or any nation so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met in the great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as the final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is together fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here have consecrated it, far and above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. And we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
We'll now have a reading of the poem The Unknown Dead by Elizabeth Robbins Mary.
Above their rest there is no sound of weeping, only the voice of songbirds thrills the air. Unknown their graves, yet they are in God's keeping. There are none missing from his tender care. He knows each hallowed mound, and at his pleasure marshals the sentinels of earth and sky. O'er their repose, kind nature heaps her treasure, fanned by soft winds which round them gently sigh. Bravely they laid their all upon the altar, counting as naught the sacrifice in pain. Theirs but to do and die without a falter, ours to enjoy the victory and the gain. They are not lost, that only which was mortal lies neath the turf, or and arched by southern skies. Deathless they wait beyond the heavenly portal, in that fair land where valor never dies. In the great heart of coming generations their fame shall live, their glory never cease. Even when come to all earth troubled nations, God's perfect gift of universal peace.